What's going on, everybody? Apologies, I'm a little congested. Been sick the last couple of days, so if this is unclear at all, I apologize. But I wanted to go ahead and get this message out while it's nice and fresh on my mind. So, in the last few weeks, I really been diving into mastery. I had a question in my mastermind regarding, mastery itself because I didn't feel like I was operating as a master. And, this the goal of this, in my mind, anyways, is to become a alchemist and to be able to transform not only your mood but the moods of those around you, um, and that's without judgment, so not necessarily a good or a bad thing, but just having the ability to transmute. And I'll give an example. So the other day I was on a support, phone call it customer support for an issue that I was having in one of the apps that I do work with. Um, and you all know if you call support, you get bounced around for a bit. It gets frustrating, and the person on the other end of that line sees that. So we're at about an hour and a half of me getting passed around, and nobody's really taking care of my solution. So at this point, I'm a little upset. They're noticing it, right? So I get this gentleman who is clear that he genuinely wants to help solve the issue, and he actually ended up being the person who provided the most support. After him, I didn't need anyone else. But before he got off of the line, he gave me a quote because he could obviously hear that I was upset. I made it clear to him, like, look, this is the situation, not you. I don't take out my anger on anyone. I let him know clearly, like, hey, you hear me frustrated, it's because I've been on the phone with you guys for an hour and a half. Nobody's taking care of my situation, but it's not on you. But getting off of the line, I don't even remember what the quote was, but it was something about just smiling and whatnot. But I can remember, like, I was angry, inside I was a little happier. He helps me out for a bit, not necessarily the solution I was hoping for, but at least it was a solution. But he gives me this quote, and instantly all the anger inside of me just dissipated, just completely went away. And in my mind I was just thinking, man, that's an alchemist and he doesn't even know it. Like that's exactly what it's about, being able to transmute the emotions of others. You think about these people that we call stars, these shining beacons of light, whether it's singing or playing an instrument, whatever the case may be. They're people who can transmute our emotions and take us to a place that we don't feel like we've ever been. And that's powerful. That's powerful. That's powerful. A lot of times people don't even know that they're doing, but we do it. But that's the key here. A lot of times people don't know that they're doing it, but we do it because our soul is a master. We come here knowing full and well what it is that our soul wants to do. We know how to, our higher selves knows exactly how to operate, here. And when we get into this body and we have to deal with the ego, it's so easy to fall into the egoic way of thinking that I don't have it all. I don't know how to do this, or I don't know how to do that. When your soul is immortal, your soul has been here since the beginning of anything. Your soul is a part of the all. You are a construct of the all, an eternal being. So there's nothing that you can't do. You came here for a purpose and you know exactly how to fulfill that purpose. Now, whether or not you make choices that go with that, yeah, you have free will. Yeah, you can choose to ignore all of the signs that the universe presents to you for your whole life. And who knows, maybe that's part of your journey. It's a journey of ignoring signs. But at the end of the day, mastery is within you. It's something that you it's innate. So for me, when I was thinking over the last couple of weeks, I don't feel like I'm operating as a master. What I realized was that mastery is a title that you step into. It's not a certain threshold. It's not like a saint or something is gonna magically appear in front of you and say, "I knight you a master now. This you can now go forth and do this and do that." No, that's not how it works. You have to understand that the power has always been inside of you, and it's up to you to go ahead and grasp it and move forward in that. The moment that you decide that I am a master and I'm going to operate as such, and anything less is unbecoming of me, that's when things change for you. And for me, that has been real. It's the moment that I said, hey, maybe I should stop saying, hey, I don't know how to be a master and just live. There are certain things that I've always wanted to do. Those things make me feel free. Perhaps I can make a living from those. You know what I'm saying? There's all opportunities are abundant around us because the all is abundance. We'll get into that in another video, but mastery is a title that you step into because it is something that is innate inside of you. You may have forgotten that you are a master, and people like me, other thought leaders here on YouTube, they can help you remember. Yeah, can guide you, can show you some of the techniques and different stuff like that, and that's all fine and dandy. But don't get it twisted. The power comes from inside of you. At the end of the day, you are a creator here, and your reality is what you make it. So, to all my fellow masters out there, just remember, I am the spark. So are you.